I'm going to say something that's a bit controversial. Actually, while we're talking about originals and covers, I think
3, 2, 1. We started.
We started.
We started with the controversial topic. Here we go. Let's do it.
Yeah. All right, fine. I'm not afraid. I think Hailstorm covered Bad Romance better than Lady Gaga.
Oh wow.
Quick.
Oh wow.
I don't want you as my partner anymore.
Oh, no.
I don't even know who you are.
Oh, no.
That is brilliant. Savannah, if you're unaware of the beautiful Lizzie Hale and Hailstorm, she's just this like great rock queen of like the last decade, I would say. A lot of her music has just been so fantastic. Her original work is great. Most of her, like, she's got 3 albums of just pure covers. She's got a great cover of what's that Daft Punk song, "About to Get Lucky." That's another one. That's another one that I think is just better than the original.
Daft Punk?
Yeah, we can talk about Daft Punk in a second.
Daft Punk is great.
Yeah,
I love Daft Punk. There's a song.
Yeah.
Oh man,
there's a one song.
Shut up! Can you just give me a fucking minute?
No,
I don't know titles and names.
You get 5 seconds to give me an answer.
Let me look it up first. I don't know what the name is.
You don't got time for that. You don't got time for that.
You don't got time.
You're in the middle of a thing. You're in the middle of doing stuff. You can't just be.
It starts dun 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 dun.
Hey, how much?
Last night I had this dream about you. In this dream,
I believe that's just called Dreams.
There's nothing wrong. No, just a little bit of fun.
Just a little bit of fun. We've been dancing all night long. I love that song. It's really good.
I don't know what
Dream About Me and You, isn't it?
About this dream and you. Like
yeah.
I hope this dream
I think it's Dream About You, I thought. Could be wrong, though.
Such a good song.
Pentatonics did
obviously
a whole Daft Punk mashup,
favorite.
and like that's the only. I also listened to Daft Punk's like albums. I think 2 of their oldest ones probably, and they're really good. But like I really only know those songs because of Pentatonics. So shout out to them.
Another just delightful group to come out.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love Pentatonics.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't really know anybody else that brought acapella into the limelight in the same way that they are just so poppin'.
I really think they're pioneers in that sense. Like, even though they were not the first to do acapella, because that's definitely not true.
Oh no.
However, I feel like they're the only ones that really went mainstream. Like Take 5 is pretty well known, but like I don't even know if they're fully acapella. That's true. But like something about Pentatonics just like really did it.
Well, it's like there's a synergy between the 5 of them, right? You got 2 of them that do like the beats and the beatboxing, and then you get 3 of them who have all good ranges that like bring the music and the songs up to stuff. And you're like, wow, this is all done by people's mouths, maybe some slight electronic audio for sound mixing or whatever, but for the most part, all very solid. Just the energy behind them is incredible.
The arrangements too are like thebomb.com.
The Pentatonics version of Daft Punk.
Yeah.
Like the whole
It was a whole mashup.
Beautiful.
I believe that video is what helped blow them up further on YouTube.
Oh, for sure. That video was so good.
That video was popping. All the colors and stuff that they did for their stuff was great. Wonderful.
Because I didn't say it before, One More Time is legitimately my favorite Daft Punk song.
Well, I mean, you were a kid growing up in like the 90s and the 2000s, right? You stayed up till the midnight special on Toonami and watched Daft Punk videos like the rest of it.
Yeah, that song and I'm Blue from
Eiffel 65?
I'm blue.
Thank you. I was going to say Eiffel 65. No, that's not right.
No, you're right. Eiffel 65 is...
Yeah.
Here's the
I used to think I was green. If I was green, I would die. Or
there's many people who mishear that lyric.
I'm in need of a guy. That's what I thought.
I just think he says abadi abadai.
I believe that's all he really says.
No, it's dabadi dabadai.
Are those the actual lyrics?
Yeah, dabadi dabadai.
It's about to be a deep dive on how the actual song is performed here.
But then,
look it up, bro.
But then
I lied to you.
the verse like gets real deep. It was like, here's the story about a little guy that lives in a blue world. And all day and all night, and everything he sees is just blue like him. Inside and outside, blue his house with a blue little window and a blue Corvette and everything like blue, and himself and
everybody around.
This is
nobody to listen.
This has been. These are the studio sessions featuring Savannah and Hector.
I'm down.
The YouTube studio sessions. We need somebody on an acoustic guitar to like do that though.
Yes.
Like,
I just need to learn how to sing.
And sound edit and play a musical instrument. Yeah,
I could probably do that.
I can sound it. I sound edit now. But with music I need to do more practice, obviously.
Like
I'm trying to teach myself how to produce music. It's
That'd be dope.
I made a beat the other day. So I just got my new laptop.
Shit.
So I'll be like transitioning to that one soon. But like I was just playing around, and the first thing I went to, of course, was GarageBand, and I was like, let me see what I can do here. And I made a beat, and I like really liked it. So
oh yeah, it was
dope.
I love that.
It was dope.
It's really cool. That's
so you'll see me on SoundCloud soon enough. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, Savannah, when you get to this part, it's stupid hard. All you really gotta do is trigger, wait for it to go high enough, and then I messed up. I fucked up.
You failed.
I did.
Oh, no.
We have to register you as a musical musical offender now. My name is Hector Azola, and I'm a registered music offender.
No.
What is?
Please no.
Okay.
Please no. Anything but that.
I didn't mean to do it. She asked for it, I swear.
No.
Whoa! That's suddenly a very different.
No.
She said no. We're not going down that road today. No, thank you, sir. I have to go home and pay my mom a visit. I'm not going to be out in the world with strangers anymore.
No,
goodbye.
for
Thank
me,
you.
dog.
I swear I'm a good boy.
I swear I'm a good boy. That's how the bad boys started out.
That's how they start.
That's.
Oh my god. I'm not gonna win this.
You're not. Like you've dug
this
the
is
hole, my
timed?
guy.
Oh man, the pressure.
As your friend, I'm taking the shovel away from you.
There's a shovel now?
Yeah, because you're digging yourself a hole. I'm taking the shovel away from
there.
you so that you stop.
Pretty deep in
Shovel
there.
knight.
No shovel knight to save you. Just your best friend.
Just your best friend.
Just your best friend.
That's kind of cute, actually.
You would send me up the river in a heartbeat.
I would not send you up the river. At the very least, I would let you go up there with a paddle. I wouldn't just leave you completely up the river. Where's Winnie the Pooh? Right there. So what do you need to do here, actually?
Yeah.
We gotta go to the top of the tree.
And you have to defend him from the bees, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, why don't you just meet him at the top? But I realized the bees.
The jumping is really hard. Like, if you do it by yourself. It's easier if you lock on and allow Sora to just do the jump.
Here's a question I have for you.
And then I've got to rush. Nope.
Is Kingdom Hearts 3 a more fluid gameplay than Kingdom Hearts 1, or does it feel about the same?
Kingdom Hearts 3 is what? Like, what do you mean fluid? Like the movement?
Like is it more polished? Is the mobility a little?
Oh, it's 100 times more polished. It's a beautiful game. It's really well done. Come on.
You have 15 seconds.
I have to save. Pooh Bear. There. No, I'm not gonna make it. I have to reset.
Shame.
Because he stops in every freaking hole to eat some honey.
Right.
Ooh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's just the way. Oh, bother.
Does Pooh give you something for doing this?
Well, it's just a mission we have to do. I think they do give you something.
Because if this is optional, by the looks of this, I'm not going to do that.
By the looks of it, I'm not doing it.
Actually, I believe it is optional.
Great.
Oh, so Hector's been doing the Winnie the Pooh options for nothing.
you get stuff on it, and I like to have
stuff.
It's almost like if a certain somebody played a game and decided they wanted to go through and get all the cool things, even though they're like, "No, we're on a timetable. We probably shouldn't do it."
We're not really that much of a timetable.
No, it's almost like in Hollow Knight. I tried to do the same thing, and you're like, "No, we don't have time for that." It's so weird.
We're not in the. You didn't do it before the boss.
Someone is triggered.
I mean, I'm not saying anything, but I might be saying something. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying nothing, but I'm saying something.
I mean, I'm not saying anything, but I'm saying something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Feel me?
Okay.
You know
Okay.
You're just mad, bro.
What's up, dude?
You'll be fine. You're just mad, bro. You're fine. You're gonna be fine.
I'm never mad at you, even though you get mad at me all the time, and it's just like, man, one day he's getting...
I blame the way I was raised for getting mad. We have really short fuses. Actually, I get mad at the people I care about. When it's other people, I have a very long fuse.
I understand that. It's like having a standard for people. Maybe it's just me. Like sometimes, like I have this coworker who's been at my job for almost a year, and she still asks me questions, and I get upset by the questions because it's like we do the same thing every day, and yet you're asking me where this thing goes, like you don't know. And it's I expect you to know this by now.
It's like you have literally every day asked me this one question.
Yeah.
I literally every day had to tell you.
Yeah.
So when I was at UPS, I actually used to work with a gentleman. He was from the Philippines. Great guy, solid worker. We had the same conversation about the same procedures and the same few people every day for 4.5 years.
Oh, wow.
And I'm just like, I understand that it's a language barrier, like his English is not amazing, but it's just like, I don't understand what I can do to let you know, my guy, that I know what you are feeling, how you're feeling, and about who. And anytime he would start the conversation, I would always be like, I already know how this is going. And I'm just like, I would like fill it in. I'd fill in the blank for him. He's like, yeah, that thing. And it's just like, we had this conversation yesterday, and the day before, and the day before that, and the week before that. Like, we're going in circles.
We'll probably have it tomorrow.
We're going to have this same conversation tomorrow. And then sure enough, like clockwork, we're working together. And he's like, hey, you know this thing? I sure do, man.
Yeah.
I absolutely know.
Sure do, man.
You're just that guy, Jay.
100% know
problems.
What it is you're talking about.
People just want you. We want to tell you our problems and you to fix it. Please?
I was in no position to do anything about nothing. So it was just like, I don't know what to do here other than go, yeah, man, that's shitty, or that's awful. You know.
That's what I want you to see. He got up there. He's eating all the honey.
Oh, good for him.
Nom, 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 nom.
Nom, nom, nom. Delicious.
I'm just going to coat myself in honey because bears love honey. No,
they do.
Ooh, you're an omnivore. You'll eat anything.
Done. We're done. We're not doing this again.
We're done.
I'm leaving. Out. Nope. You're not going to let me leave?
Nope.
No, it's too late.
I'll let you die.
Oh, no.
Is this like Pooh? I didn't want to be here
I feel like I'm running away.
No, I'm out. I'm out this. I'm so done.
There we go.
I'm leaving you to your fate and the bees.
There we go. And we're off. Let's go.
You and the bees can have each other for eternity for all I care.
My character definitely used a jar of bees during a battle one time, and it worked out great. Yeah.
In one of your D&D sessions?
Yes. Yeah.
Fantastic. My favorite one was when I was younger, me, my brother, and my cousin, we were playing with my dad, and somehow one of them, I don't remember which of them, had the brilliant idea of like picking up a crowbar at the shop. And you're a kid, so you just are like trying to think of things that you could maybe ask your dad / uncle, the DM, like, hey, like what are things that I can get at a shop? Like, oh, potions, rope.
Right.
What about a crowbar? Sure, you can get a crowbar here or whatever. And then we had to we found a door, and they're like, wow, the door's like pretty hard to open. And my brother's like, God. Wait, we have a crowbar. We just opened this door with the crowbar.
Wow, that worked out so great.
My dad actually looked at us kind of very like, I can't believe that just happened. Like, you rolled the things correctly. The circumstances demanded that you use this. I actually had some things set up for you, but you bypassed them with a crowbar.
Wow, that's
didn't that happen when we were playing the same thing? We were playing the Angel game.
What?
We had an Angel game that we were playing.
Yeah, I ran that game. Do you even remember the moment you're talking about?
No, I remember you were talking about something. Like, I can't believe you guys went past this.
Oh.
But we always derailed you. I think we always derailed you somehow.
No, honestly, it's a good DM knows how to just like roll with the punches.
Go along with it.
Because the idea is that I want my people at the table to be able to have a good time. Because I'm not trying to like hardwire you into anything. Right. I want some freedom. I also want to be able to tell a good story that's entertaining and engaging.
Right.
But I want to I'm trying to be in the middle. You know, I've played at parties with some people who are like very much like, I want to steamroll this into a direction that only I know the outcome, and you can only play the character this way. Like, I remember one time I played a game.
I think I bypassed Monstro.
Oh, for Pinocchio?
Because you can be in two parts because he moves. He's like a moving world.
Oh,
okay.
And I think I bypassed him. He might have been the other way. He might have been waiting for me to go to Ariel. So I think we can go to Halloween Town.
Ooh, Halloween Town.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Spooky, scary.
Is that from that movie?
I don't think so, but every time I hear Halloween Town.
Oh, never mind. There's Monstro.
You're about to get killed by the whale. Congratulations.
It's my blue whale.
Yeah. He
no, honestly, I was scared of Monstro for a long time.
Here comes Fat Albert.
I never watched Pinocchio. I never watched. Hey.
Here comes Fat Albert.
I can do Fat Albert's voice really well. I can also do. I see trees are green.
Are you doing
red roses too?
Is that you're doing Louis Armstrong?
I see the blue. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you trying to hit me with Louis Armstrong?
For me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Oh, that's the classic one.
I can't. That's far
right there.
I know the whole song though.
But
I like the song.
It's a good song.
Oh well.
Yeah.
My favorite is like hearing that song, but then seeing the opposite happen. Like the scene from Madagascar when that song is playing, and like I think it's Marty is walking through the jungle, and like this duck gets eaten by an alligator, and like rodents are almost swept away by birds. It's so funny.
I remember that. It was like someone died, and it was like, I see friends shaking hands, saying how do you do? Just that face, like in shock. They're really saying,
so
I love you.
You know how we started this episode with a mild controversy. Second controversy. I've never seen a single Madagascar.
That's fine. I think that's fine. A lot of people didn't like it.
The first one's a classic, I'm told.
Savannah can't forgive you.
I didn't actively avoid it. Like the thing is that I've never fuck that movie. It's just I've never found the opportunity to like sit down and watch it.
That's fair.
I like to move it.
I think
I like to move it.
They are on Amazon Prime. I think.
I got a Prime account, so I could probably.
They're floating around somewhere on one of those platforms.
I know
that you can watch
Netflix has been doing a lot of work with DreamWorks because there's a lot of like DreamWorks exclusive TV series on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
You like to move it on.
Also, the other thing that I've learned is that there's a lot of region-locked exclusives to certain countries.
Yeah.
Netflix is weird.
No, it's like all of them are weird. Frickin' the Game Theory did a film theory video recently about Kung Fu Panda, And at the end of his video, he talked about how he had to use a VPN for different parts of the world just so he could watch Kung Fu Pandas 1 and 3. And then he had to VPN himself to Europe just so he could get Kung Fu Panda 2. It was crazy.
Wow.
Like, he was like...
That's weird.
Yeah, it's bonkers.
No, I don't understand Netflix. I don't know why they do that. They did the same thing with Avatar. And I saw so many people get a VPN for Avatar.
It's a licensing thing, honestly. I don't really understand how it all works, but I know that, like, whenever stuff like that happens, it's always down to money and licensing. That's always what it is.
That unfortunately makes sense. Yeah.
That makes me physically ill.
You know, I mean,
I don't think we should have... Well, I think copyright should be... Well, I don't know what maybe...
No.
Copyright similar?
I'm all for copyright. It's just... They're...
No, I'm for it too, but I think there should be some leniency.
It really... honestly, like, you have to remember that artists are fickle, and laws were created in favor of fickle art. So, basically, it's like... You don't just...
Right, but if I'm using it on a YouTube video...
I know, but
I don't think you should get butt hurt.
I mean, like I said, artists be crazy.
Artists do be crazy.
I mean, artists be fun. I mean, there's so many stories of, like, musician artists who leave bands over creative differences. And you're just like, y'all are fighting about the art because y'all crazy.
Y'all crazy. I think that's crazy. I think that's true. No. But I think the issue with copyright is that it is now used because of capitalistic, like, gain. Like, no one truly uses copyright for the thing of, like, you know, someone is ill using my music. Like, if someone who were like an awful human being would, like, use someone's music and they're like, I don't agree with how that they, you know, do things. I don't want them using my shit, and, like, doing it that way. But more so, it's now like, you can use it if you pay money for it, and that's the issue that I think a lot of people have.
Well, I mean, like I said, it always seems to, like, buckle back down to money and how it gets to me, because capitalists be crazy, you know. Capitalists
and artists be crazy.
Artists and capitalists be fucking crazy.
They be out there.
Like, Donald and Goofy be fucking crazy.
What is I don't like this room?
Oh, you're not gonna like this whole level then. We're inside the stomach of Monstro.
No.
I mean, for the record, the inside of whales look nothing like what this is.
I wish it did.
You don't know? Have you been inside a whale?
I've seen the inside of a whale, yes.
What does it look like?
When it's alive?
It doesn't matter if it's alive or dead. The contents of a whale's stomach are the same alive or dead. That's what?
Well, then you would fucking know. Scientists have proven that there are corridors and items inside whale stomachs when they're alive.
Hector, you and I are going to have a sit down and a lengthy conversation about basic biology.
I don't want to.
You want basic biology? You want to sit down and, like...
I don't want to have this conversation. I just want to...
Ew, what the
I want to live a dream.
Is that sperm? I can't.
It's
basic... they're ghosts. They're ghost heartless.
No, Savannah's right. Those look like sperm of the whale because it's a sperm whale.
It's a sperm whale. Oh.
They looked actually different in Kingdom Hearts 1. This is, again... What I was telling you about the color palette, they changed them for the different games.
The fact that you're defending little sperms has me very...
You gotta shut up, man. They're not sperm.
Listen.
You gotta shut up, man. I'm gonna start saying that.
You gotta listen to me right here, right now.
You just gotta shut up. Those are big health balls.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, they drop you big... You're gonna start needing them because... These guys starting to get a lot harder.
It's sounding really weird. It's like big sperms dropping loads of things. Like, I don't understand what's happening, but it's getting a little...
You understand exactly what's going on.
You know what's going... You know what this is.
Something terrible and inappropriate. I do. This is... I say FBI knocking on my door right now because there's children in this video while that's happening. Oh, no. There they are.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. I put the They have the child lock on the videos.
You put the child lock on the video? I don't think that's the issue. I think the issue is the FBI is listening to me talk about sexual connotation while you have a child jumping around hitting sperm with a fucking pipe.
Oh, no.
He's
a child.
Freaking ones and zeros, man.
He's ones and
can't
zeros.
keep looking at this game as real
It's disturbing how you try to defend the visualization.
Why? Why is that disturbing?
I mean, you know why.
Explain yourself.
Hi, my name's Hector, and I'm a registered music offender, and this is my story.
You're probably wondering how I got here. Well,
you're probably wondering how a gentleman like myself ended up in a situation just like that.
Let me tell you. Boy, do I have a story for you.
1996, New York City.
1996, New York City.
New York City. What was going on in 96? What was happening?
Ooh, I was a kid. I couldn't tell you.
It was a better time.
That's true.
It was a better time. I can tell you that.
How old was I in 96? I was... What's math?
4 years from then,
I was 2.
People will start wearing really big pants. And I was one of those people.
You were one of those people? Oh no. That was like a fashion faux pas.
Do you not remember like early 2000s
yeah.
where everyone's wearing like really baggy jeans?
That was bad even then.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't understand it. And I was like...
People didn't understand it? No,
I kind of liked it.
I think they understood.
The world...
The
world's just a crazy place. We do things...
I want to be real. I really wanted to look and dress just as good as Nelly.
Oh, that's
because Nelly
true.
made you feel things. Is that it?
Yeah, he was my favorite artist back
He was like a man's man.
Junior, senior.
When he came out.
Artists be fucking crazy. You know what I mean?
Well, like, man, if I could dress like him and look like this guy, I'd be all set.
That's how you get all the ladies, right?
And that's not why that 1 year, I think, like sophomore year, I came in with like a jersey, some baggy pants, and some Iverson.
Oh man!
And I remember that year in high school.
That was a decent year.
Yeah.
I wore
an orange shirt once, and then you called me the Great Pumpkin.
Dude, let's not dwell on the fact that I looked at, like, honestly, you look really good in that, but you'd done something that pissed me off that day, and I was like,
that's not what happened.
You did something that pissed me off, and I'm just like, you know what?
There is nothing that pisses you off.
You never
when I was
get
a
mad.
teenager, I mean, I really don't, but like...
You saw an opportunity to poke a joke, and you took it.
On top of probably going through a moment of time where I had a lapse in judgment, but you know, whatever.
It's not the fact that I was a shitty teenager in general.
No. Honestly, my time as a teenager, I like to think that I was pretty well behaved. When I was a kid, I was a little shit. By the time I was a teenager, I was like, I think I was a bit more well behaved, well mannered. By the time I made it to like high school,
I think I was.
Oh no, man!
The
we were pretty crazy.
Opposite. No, I've always been like a pretty good kid in general, but like high school, I think I've definitely gotten in trouble more in high school, just from like doing dumb shit. But I thought it was warranted, so like whatever. Who's counting, you know?
Speaking of dumb shit,
everything was being late and.
Yes.
I got in a fight once in high school. Well, almost a fight. Because my last fight was technically 8th grade year, but in high school, there was this one Mexican kid who just really wanted to fight me. And I shoved him against the locker because he said something. I don't remember what he said. It triggered me. And I remember my science teacher breaking us up and was like, go to the office. Fine. That was it.
My favorite dumb story that me and Hector did in high school was we were in music. We were in a film class where we had to make movies, and we had a dumb idea for a skit, and so we ended up in a dark part of campus by our cafeteria. It was near the music room, and we had a big fish as a prop that fell on the ground, and the exact moment Hector went to pick up the fish, a tuba went off. I swear to God, it was, you couldn't have timed a more comedic moment. And I swear, Hector shot up so quickly. And everybody, like, it threw the whole shoot. Like, everybody died. We needed at least a 10 to 15 minute break to recover from that situation being that fucking hilarious. Like, he went, like, I swear, Savannah, like, the moment he went to go pick up the fish, you just hear this from the tuba, and fucking Hector shot up and looked at everybody, and we're like, no, dude, everybody knows that was a tuba, clearly, but that situation,
it's funny,
could not have been planned more perfect.
Yeah.
I'll never live it down.
I mean, I don't see how you can, considering we fucking thought that was hilarious. Like, you died laughing, Kevin died laughing, our friend, like, really everybody involved fucking lost their shit, and we told everybody we knew about it, and it was great. It was fucking
everyone
hilarious.
who had ears was hearing about it.
Everybody that we knew that could be a part of that story got to be a part of that story, and it was fucking delightful.
That's great.
I miss these things.
When we were filming, filming was cool. That would be nice to get back in.
Us hanging out, honestly.
Yeah, the quarantine has got me all messed up.
I had
more like we don't have the stress of work.
That's also a thing.
I saw a really great video that was talking about how, like, life is, like, not ever as good as it used to be. Like, this person was getting older and reflected upon, oh, this is what it was like when I was a kid, and it was easier, and then they got a little older, and then it was like, oh, when I was at this point in life, it was also a little easier, and so it's just this whole thing. You're like, oh, this is just the fate of everybody. Oh my God, this is just everyone's fate I'm staring into right now.
I think the only person who gets it good is the guy who wins the lottery.
No, actually, there's plenty of reports about it actually makes depression in people far worse.
I don't understand how.
So it's because they burn the money so quickly. Like, there's a documentary about it you should investigate, about how the lottery actually ruins you if you're not careful.
Wow.
Yeah, but we're not stupid, Jay. You know what we do with that money.
You would spend it all on the Bahamas. Look, we're out of time.
Is it time?
Yeah, it's actually time. We're hitting that timer right now.
But I would not spend it all in the Bahamas. Are you crazy?
Yeah, you'd burn it all on cocaine and hooker.
That sweet blow.
That sweet blow and that sweet oral sex. Anyway, we're out of time.
Just so someone could teach me.
Just someone could teach me. Oh my God.
I just want to learn from a pro.
Both. Oh my, how to do blow or the oral sex?
Both.
Or both? At the same time? Both. Oh God.
It's actually...
You're trying to snort cocaine off of the clown's...
I won't go into logistics, but...
Next episode, Savannah shows us how to blow and have sex properly.
Wow, it's like, look, Hector, if you can snort cocaine off of the clown hooker's penis, you're golden, my God.
It's just one swoop, like, honestly. It's
you're
just
fucking golden. One swoop.
Why does it have to be a clown and a penis? Why does it be a guy and a penis? Why?
Yeah,
I mean, because you're a dick magnet, as we've talked about previously, so...
And clowns are no exception to the rule.
It's phenomenal. You gotta pause or a save there for me, big guy?
Please, Jesus, help me.
He ain't coming to help you. Not today.
It's
a furlough day. Jesus is off golfing. Jesus and Moses are having a golf tournament.
Well, I gotta get to a part where I don't have just a pause. Because we need to think when we get back in.
Well, where's your nearest safe spot, my guy? Is that you killing the sperm guys again?
Yes.
He's just like, you know what? Yeah.
Because you can't apparently see it.
I can't believe that you're trying to deny this, Hector.
Savannah
That's really what's crazy.
Oh my God!
It's not.
No, sir.
Ghosts.
That's fucking amazing.
Those are sperm.
Look at their eyes.
I'm gonna need to take that shovel back from you, Hector. You're just digging yourself into a fucking grave.
My shovel.
My shovel.
My shovel.
This is my shovel, and I dig as many holes for myself as I want to. Okay.
My shovel. Oh my God.
Like this one. Yeah.
Fucking fucking crazy.
You don't tell me what to do.
I mean, I'm just trying to save you from yourself and from the rest of the world. But I mean, I guess you're right, technically.
Yeah.
And Donald Duck is dead.
I know I'm right. He is. Dude, Goofy can hit that jump. Why can't I hit that jump?
Because you're not good at the game. I'm just kidding.
Yeah? I'm not good at this game, huh?
I mean, you got them pro strats, right? Like, where are you at with that, by the way?
Oh, man. Shut up. I hate you.
Oh,
Next time I'll play this game, get a new co-host.
He said, I'm out this bitch.
His name will be Daryl.
His name will be Daryl.
Wow.
And I'll love him forever.
Because he will make fun
Good
of
night,
you,
everybody.
Good night.
No, I'm pretty sure Daryl will make fun of me.
So sad.
So bitch.
Good night, everybody.
What?